Hello, everyone. This is July 16th, 2026. This video is all about what I think that I will be doing in the next 2 years. The objective of this video is to give a certainty to my future self or myself in the future. I watched the news. And this is one of the things that I have to stop saying sorry. I don't even feel sorry. Okay, let's change it. Let's restart it. Hello everyone, I watched a YouTube video in my English class and it was about what actually matters in my 20s. I actually wrote a paragraph as a part of my English project assignment. So the question goes like, what mistake discussed in the video are you guilty of making, and what positive behavior are you either already doing or plan to do in the future? First, I said I said some of the negative things that I've been doing is that I feel a little anxious when I don't know what I want to do. But in the videos it says it is kind of common that people don't have things figured out. They just enjoy their life, right? So now what I realized is that I don't have a skill. I don't have a specific skill set. I am not good at singing. I'm not good at drawing. I am not excellent at speaking. I'm not good at writing. I'm not good at reading. I am not good at cooking or gardening and stuff like that. There are a lot of things that I'm not good at. And I actually think about what I really like in my life as a hobby because in order to find a hobby, the question that some of my mentors asked me was, if you were put on the deathbed and you have a one day to live for, what would you do? What job or what activities would you do? I was not able to answer. Actually, I was not able to answer. Just because I like singing, that doesn't mean I'm going to be a great singer, right? It's quite the opposite. I actually love going to the gym and getting some pumps and looking at my progress. But that doesn't mean I'll be a bodybuilder or personal trainer, right? So I'm really in the phase where I always ask, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But through a lot of experiences, I learned that actually discussing ideas and having talking to other people actually really it is actually fun. I never had a hard time discussing with other people, but rather I was happy to discuss those ideas and merge them together so that we have a same idea or voice. In my English class, we did a simulator, or what do you call it? We did a role, it's not a role play. We did a assignment on a scenario where we were stranded on the surface of the moon and we landed it wrongly. It crashed. So the location that we landed on was 200 miles away from the mothership, which we should have landed at. And the questions were like this. There are 15 items, and it was all about ranking um, the items in in terms of the importance of those items. Some of them included water, box of matches, food, 50 feet nylon rope and stuff like that. So I thought it was really interesting to see how people think differently based on their knowledge, you know? For example, in order to be more specific, I have to think about this one specific thing. In terms of direction, in order to get to the mothership, we had to prioritize an item that tells us the direction, right? Whether it's radio, stellar map, or metal compass. We just had to figure that out, right? For the direction, I thought metal compass was the most important thing because it directly the tip of the compass directly tells which one's north, which one's south, right? So I thought, oh, we should definitely do the metal compass, right? But hearing from other people that the moon, the magnetic field there is polarized, it's so weak. So I was like, ooh, what? This doesn't work. So I learned. So this is I learned the importance of the gap of knowledge, right? And also we chose solar panel. What do you call it? FM transmitter as our direction guide. But guess what? It was not the correct answer according to NASA because solar panel FM transmitter actually requires a certain distance in order for this to receive any signal or send any signal. We actually had a good amount of discussion between choosing between solar panel transmitter versus what is it? Let's see, solar panel FM and what do you call it? Stellar map. Stellar map, I didn't know what it was, but Mr. Lazara explained it to me. It's like constellation, the map of the stars. I definitely thought it was stellar map, but I wasn't sure that my knowledge was good enough because I didn't know how it works. I know I in my mind I knew that it's gonna work, but I couldn't explain why. Like why does it work? I think answering why is the most important part in our life when we write essays, it's important to highlight why we're doing this in our supporting ideas or topic sentences because the audiences want to know why I'm saying this, why I am arguing for this, why I am selling this for. So, so answering those why really mattered. I had this basic idea that if you see the stars and the stars don't move most of the time, and I assume it's the same on the Earth, on the Moon, it's mostly the same. I should have sticked to this, to be honest, and in order to get the best possible solutions. Even though we won the discussion for our essay freebie, we could have been better by choosing Stellar Map. But I guess because I didn't know about Stellar Map too much, it would have been a little bit more difficult for me to write about how to use Stellar Map. Solar panel, for example, my friend Bao actually knew about this technology really well. It actually made sense about how it's going to work. So it was really convincing, even though it was not the truth. I think it's all about making an example, right? And explaining why by visualizing. People want to understand. When we visualize stuff, people tend to understand even more, and they tend to uh, be more open to accepting or embracing those facts of our arguments. That was most of the things that we talked about, and I actually enjoyed a lot of it because I saw how uh, lack of knowledge contradict my idea, and I love the fact that I was right, but I hated the fact that I was not confident enough to, what should I say? I was not confident enough to say you were wrong, you know? I should have trusted a little bit more in myself, for sure. But as I said, I didn't have the knowledge in it. I didn't have these whys to persuade him. So it didn't go well. But overall, I really enjoyed because everyone's knowledge is different, and I had to learn. I also had to learn how to persuade the readers that why those three items matter. And this is something that I want to do in the future. Hopefully, I can do this as a part of my job. But would it be possible to do it? Some of the possible, some of the possible career options would be, I'm just talking from the top of my head, competitive debaters, politicians. I mean, discussion and persuasion is literally the most important thing in our society. But what are the jobs? And I'm sure those are the qualities that are used in almost any types of industry. But what is like a career option that strongly correlates with this skill? Competitive debater, politician, lawyer, and stuff like that. So those are, I think this is what I actually enjoy. And we'll see if so I found that this actually, I never thought that in English class I will find something that I love. I mean, I knew that I loved discussion since high school, middle school. I talked too much in the discussion. I was kind of discouraged to talk uh because I was too loud about it. But never thought I liked it. But it feels like I found a childhood memory that I actually loved discussion and hearing from other people. So one day I can do something like that, and I know my interest and strength now. So I'm really glad.